Greetings and salutations, my stitchy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. I am sitting in my cold studio this morning, and I just put a blanket over my feet because it's a little chilly in here. But if I were to talk to my sister or my dad, they would both say, no, it's not. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? So good, I hope. If you are brand new here, if you would like, follow, share, comment, all the things on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and Corbiere-Scott Designs. And then ask to join this group if you know someone who you might think might want to join. Stitchalong with Anne Facebook group. And then I also have another Facebook group, and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. And the cool thing about the Facebook group is that you can post pictures in there. The best thing in the world. Okay. So do you remember we talked about taking an Adornit design and just changing up the colorways? Anybody can do that. I happen to have so much DMC floss from years of being a cross stitcher and an embroiderer. I have so much DMC embroidery floss that I pulled that out and kind of came up with my own color scheme. And we talked about that last week and the week before about how you can change your colors to kind of fit you. You know, not everybody's going to like earth tones or bright colors or pastels or whatever. You have the power to take the Adornit directions because they break it down so well. You have the power to take the directions and break it into chunks of like where you want it to go. Anyway, I won't talk about that again, but because I talked about that a couple times, but I'm almost done. So I changed pretty much everything. Places where there were two colors, I often just focused on one. And so I just need to finish up this blue here. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this in the same purple and the French knots in purple. I just really like that. I really like that vibe. So I hope that you are. Good morning, Rosemary. How are you this morning? I was going to ask you guys, does it help that I put a reminder about class in the morning? Would it help more if I did it the night before? Or do you not need the reminder at all? You tell me. Hey, Valerie, are you there? Valerie said she was going to come to us from Disneyland today. How cool is that? I haven't been to Disneyland in a long time. The last time I was there was when I ran the Disneyland half marathon, and that was in 2010. And we used to go to Disneyland all the time when the kids were little. So Jeff and I have just been talking about it like, maybe we should go. So much has changed, I'm sure. I'm loving this blue. So I kind of wanted Thanks, Valerie. The night before. All right. I will put it out. So I told myself I was going to finish this. I kind of wanted to do kind of a Anne style rainbow. Do you know what I mean? So I did, I tried to do, that's funny. But that's the thing. Disneyland will be open all day. You can go whenever you want. Right, Val? It feels good to have this almost completed. And then I'm going to go back to the wheat pillow and finish that. I told myself until my next collection comes out, I am going to finish all of these things, all of these started projects that I have that just need probably a one session here to finish, or maybe two. But I've been trying to embroider more in the evening. I do, so I did get word that the seed packets collection is coming soon, like within the next couple months. So I can hardly wait to stitch that. So that's a good, it's a good way for me to inspire me and motivate me to finish up all these little bits of projects. Like I said, I really feel like I want to have the wheat pillow out like year round. I hope that you will, next time you order something from Adornit, think about if those colors are the colors you want. Do you know what I mean? By this point of all of us embroidering, your collection of sulky threads, I'm sure, is vast, as mine is. So you can stitch with whatever you want, you know? I just was like, I knew I had all of this DMC floss. And so I thought, I'm going to challenge myself to that. I'll go right back to sulky. I just, you know, every now and again, you got to challenge yourself in a new way. Or if you are a person who just wants to stitch and doesn't want to go through the bother of changing colors, then by all means, you want to take all the guesswork out, then by all means, just stitch in all of the Adornit colors. That's the beauty of embroidery, right? You get to choose whatever way you want to stitch. So, hey, are there football fans in this group? We are a football family. And we were watching. I'm really excited about that one, too. It's going to be so cute. I can hardly wait. And there's some different size pieces that will kind of, I just think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so amazing. I can hardly wait. I just love this flower. I love flowers in general, but you know that. I just got something, I just got an email that the flower fields in in Carlsbad are getting ready to share their beauty. They open, now I don't remember the opening date, but anyway, be on the lookout for that. I love going there. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, so you love football. All right. Well, okay, so here we go. So there was this, I like the stories. You know what I mean? I love to watch football with my husband, and we've done it together for about 35 years. But I really like the stories of the players and the stories of, just the stories. If there's a story about a stadium or a story about, I love all of that stuff. Anyway, we were watching the playoff games. I think it was the wild card game, and a camera happened to catch A.J. Brown, the wide receiver for the Eagles. They happened to catch him reading a book. Everybody take a drink. And so that was kind of an interesting thing. He was reading a book on the sidelines, right? And so ESPN, of course, made a story out of that. And, I was absolutely here to listen to it. Anyway, he was, so people really wanted to know what book it was. And so they figured that out. And then once they figured out what book it was, Eagles fans and then just football fans galore went and ordered that book. And before you knew it, it's called Inner Excellence, and it is by Jim Murphy. Before you knew it, he immediately sold thousands, and it became a #1 bestseller. How crazy is that? But ESPN did interview A.J. Brown and talked to him about why he was reading it. They interviewed his coach, and his coach was like, you know what? Whatever those football players need to do their absolute best and to, And then he said, but AJ's been reading that book for a long time. He reads it on the sidelines a lot. And he goes, a camera just happened to catch it this week, which I thought was interesting. Anyway, he just reads passages to kind of motivate him. And I thought, well, that's like us, right? So I have ordered the book. I thought that might be an interesting thing for us to read. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. I have a whole page of notes here that I wrote about it. So AJ said that he uses it for football. He uses it to help him have his peak performance, to be his best self on the field. He said, it helps train my brain. And that he, if people have a problem with him reading on the sidelines, he's not going to change. He was like, you know what? I'm not going to change myself because the world thinks this or that. It helped him find peace in the midst of chaos. How brilliant is that? And sometimes the world feels like chaos, right? So I just thought, well, that's a brilliant thing. We could all use that. I did write down one passage that I found interesting. The best possible life, absolute fullness of life, is one with extraordinary experiences, deep, meaningful relationships, and most of all, love, joy, and peace. These three resources, I know my thread is getting short, and I should just start a new one. These three resources lead to an abundance of fruit that multiplies into so much more. Peace becomes patience, patience becomes kindness, then goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and ultimately self-control. I thought that was so good, right? So what do you think about us? I don't know. I bought the book and we can see what we see, right? We can just give it a try, see what we think. I need to tie this off. Look at how short this thread is. Honest to Pete. Anyway, I just thought that was a would be kind of interesting. Let me know your thoughts. So, are you rooting for anyone in particular, Brenda, for the Super Bowl? Or do you just like to watch a good game? The Broncos are out and the Lions are out. So, now I just want to watch a good football game. The Chiefs. Okay. So my great nephew Braxton, I think I've talked about him here before. He is a huge Chiefs fan. So I will be rooting for the Chiefs also. Don't forget that I always have a... Oh, I almost lost my spot. I always have an interactive art printable on Super Bowl Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. I've already started to draw it. The name of the book is Inner Excellence. And I kind of feel like the Chiefs will probably make it, don't you think, Brenda? But I just don't know who they will be. The Eagles. All right. All right. And AJ plays for the Eagles. It's so funny. I embroider quite a bit when I watch football because I can rewind. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Patrick Mahomes did go to Texas Tech. You're from Lubbock. Oh, interesting. My niece taught high school. I think she's still teaching there in Lubbock. High school math. Ugh. It's from the other side of the family, that's for sure. Math. I think that's about it. Look how pretty it is. Now we just have to finish up the purple. The light purple. His wife went to Texas Tech too, didn't she, Brenda? Told ya. I like a story. Didn't Brittany go to Texas Tech? I think. P.S. I love these little scissors. They came in a 2-pack, and there's a little, there was a little blue pack, a little blue pair, and a little, like a coral color. And they're called beadative, so I guess they're for beading, I don't know. But they work great. Everybody take a drink. Also, remember we talked maybe last week, maybe the week before, we talked about on the 25th, which is Friday. Is that correct? Is Friday the 25th? I think. Or Saturday. I don't know. And I can't look at well, I can put my glasses on just a sec. Saturday, the 25th. Remember, that's the day that the planets will align. And that we should be able to see with the naked eye Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So, that'll be something super cool to look for in the sky. It's so funny. Jeff and I were driving home from someplace, and I happened to, there were planes lined up in the sky, and I go, oh my gosh, that reminded me about the planets. And he goes, like those planets? And I go, yeah, or like those planes? And I said, yes, that's what reminded me. Not that those were the planets, but, you know, I'm curious what they'll look like. Like, will they be in a line? Will they? Well, it says they will, so it will be interesting to see. So how about you, Valerie? Are you a football fan? Get out, Brenda. That's so funny. I was talking to my son in Austin, and he said, I said, is it snowy? And he said, yeah, but it's pretty skimpy. So, he sent me a picture, and there were cat paw prints in it, like on the sidewalk in front of his apartment. And I said, yeah, that is pretty skimpy. But he said, it is cold. -4. Yikes. That's how much it was at my sister's in Montana the other day when I was talking to her. It's just got to be so crazy. Places that don't normally have that kind of weather are having crazy weather, you know? French nuts. I love a French nut. Yeah, we watch a lot of football. Jeff played football in high school, so I can ask him lots of questions, and I do. Even all these years later. So were you rooting for LA for the Rams? Oh my gosh, I wanted Detroit in it so bad, and it just didn't happen. But I really like that Commanders rookie quarterback. He's just something. I love that he's just always so calm, cool, and collected, you know? It's kind of crazy. At such a young age, because I think he's like 23 or something. Oh, I think about myself at 23, holy tamale. So pretty. I think I like it. What do you guys think? I really like the three, the centers all one color. I'm kind of liking that. Oh my gosh, I found this game. Well, I won this game in a white elephant competition, I guess you call it, game, at Christmas time. But my friend Carmen really wanted it, and so it was a Jenga game, but it was a Jenga game that had, why is that feeling so, just felt weird behind my finger. Oh, really? Oh, Brenda, that's interesting to know. Well, and that commander's coach, he seems really cool, calm, and collected too, doesn't he? It's so fascinating to me to watch different coaches, like, in their style, you know. I told you I like a story. That, you know, some coaches are very boisterous on the sidelines. Some are, like Mike Tomlin. He barely has any, expression on his face. And others, you know, it's just fascinating to me. That's why I like biographies. I like to figure out what makes people tick, what makes them, you know what I mean? That's kind of interesting to me. Oh, so anyway, back to the game thing. So each Jenga piece had a question because it was all about conversation starters. And so I told Carmen she could have it. I just needed to write down all those conversation starters because I was like, they're kind of interesting. So here's one for you. Are you ready? Neutral colors or bold colors? I know you already know what my choices are, but what are yours? I'm curious. Neutral colors or bold colors? Neutral. Oh, interesting. How about you, Rosemary? Neutral or bold? I'm a bold colors person too. Can you tell? So if you're watching this on the replay, let us know, neutral or bold. And I think that's kind of way open to, I mean, there's lots of room in the middle of that for Do you know what I mean? Like more defined categories. But neutral or bold? I thought that was a good question. What was the other one I was going to ask? Oh, are you a spontaneous person or a planned person? I think I am. I can be both, but I like to have a little bit of a plan in my head. Like I like to have a little bit of an outline. It doesn't have to be structured, but I need to kind of have a plan. Although, every now and again, we'll just wake up on a Saturday and go, hey, let's go for a ride. All right, let's go. And we just kind of go wherever the road takes us. And those are fun. But how about you? Are you spontaneous or planned? Like you need a little bit of an outline too? Is that what you're saying, Valerie? You're a planned person, Brenda? Yeah. Yes, I can just jump in the car and go, but I also have been known to just kind of plan it. Like, especially if I'm going to a new place, I kind of want to know, like, what there is to see and do there. And what, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't want to go all the way to Amarillo and not see Brenda. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't want to go and not see the sights that are there, the places that make it Amarillo. Everybody take a drink. Oh, so let me see if I can find another one that we can chat about. Oh, do you sleep with a fan or no fan? I am a fan person. You know what it is? I mean, in the summertime in Arizona, it's certainly for coolness. But for the most part, it's, I just need like the air circulation. Do you know what I mean? Some people need the white noise. Oh, Valerie, I love that. I love that. See, so you are a little bit spontaneous too. I get it. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. And was it fun? Did you have lots of fun when you got there? For the noise, do you use a fan at a hotel for the noise or air circulation? What's your motivation? Yeah, there's something about air circulation, isn't there? I don't know. In the car, I'm like that too. I need it, like, just movement. Hi, Joni. How are you? So we were just talking about, are you a spontaneous person or a planned person? Do you like a plan? You know, can you just fly by the seat of your pants? Are you more that, or are you more I need a plan? What is everybody stitching today? Curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. I love that we have this little hour to stitch together. One, two, three. Stop. Look at how pretty it is. Now there's half of it done. I love it. I love it. More of a planned person. All right. What was the other one? Oh. Do you have a fan on at night or not a fan? One, two, three. Whoops. All year round. Okay. See, so I like a fan in the summertime for coolness. put a fan on in the winter time for just air circulation. So are you oh, interesting. Well, I have some new designs coming out that will have lots of French knots. I can hardly wait for those to come out. So do you like those jar wraps? I think they're so fascinating. I've seen a bunch of people stitching them. It's just ingenious. I just love something new and different. What do you do with your stitched pieces once they are completed? Well, this one is a tea towel. So I will hang it on my tea towel. What is that called, Valerie? Like a rack or a holder? I don't know. Adornit sells these tea towel holder things. I'll hang it on that, or I'll hang it on my oven door or my dishwasher door. I just like a little brightness in my, do you know what I mean? The stitch packets, or the seed packets collection, that I will make into a quilt. I did see, you know what? I was cleaning up, because my sister's coming to stay, so I moved stuff around. Adornit, a holder, okay. I was cleaning stuff and moving stuff around, and I found I have a bunch of chenille bedspreads, and I thought, oh, that might be cool to have as my fabric in between my stitched pieces. So now that's kind of playing in my noggin. My friend Keely is a quilter. She makes t-shirt quilts a lot. And she has this way, I don't remember what, like a pattern that does everything like divisible by 4, or everything is divisible by 5. So it's kind of a Tetris-y way of quilting, right? Because, you know, some t-shirts just have like a design on a pocket, or some t-shirts have like a design in the lower hip area or across the back or whatever. She does these, oh my gosh, they're so cool. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, I was feeling like I might want to pick her brain a little bit about that. Do you know what I mean? Like what, have her help me design something. I know, I love and you know what? So I pick them up whenever I see them. I think I have a pink one, I have a cream one, and maybe, like I have some pieces, like maybe, I think there's like some yellow, like just pieces of chenille. Oh, I love it so much. I love finding that kind of a treasure Do you know what I mean? I love that. Like just coming across something like that. I know I have, there's a comforter on that bed right now, but I'm feeling like I want to put one of those chenille bedspreads on there, like with just like with a blanket. Ooh, it'll be so pretty. Remember back in the day when we made our beds with bedspreads and blankets and not just comforters? Everybody in the whole wide world uses the comforter now, you know? Including us. So at that same party that I was telling you about where we did the white elephant, anyway, we were having a conversation about bedspreads and sheets and versus comforters. It's just such a different world we live in now, you know, that some people don't use a top sheet. I am a top sheet kind of person. I need to cover up with something to go to sleep. So do you have a comforter on your bed or a bedspread? That's a good conversation starter. So we started talking about the difference between like comforters and bedspreads, right? And then we talked about all kinds of things that are so like people don't even talk about those things anymore. Do you know what I mean? And then we, you know, that there's no rotary phones anymore, and you know, all these things that have kind of come and gone. Anyway, then we started talking about, you know, how conversations go from one thing to another. We talked about ironing and how did you learn to iron? Like, what was the thing you learned to iron first? And I'm not kidding. We were all women of a certain age, and we all said sheets and pillowcases. It was very funny. Sheets and pillowcases. No, they're a mess. They're all completely a mess. We have a down comforter that we have a duvet cover over. And I'm not kidding. So that makes it kind of heavy. And I'm telling you that in the morning, the sheet is always wadded up somewhere else. I don't know how that happens. It just does in the night somewhere. Yeah, ours is all. It's all a mess. How about yours, Valerie? How about you, Brenda? I'm on my last chunk. But I think I might be able to finish it by the time our hour is up. Let's give that a little trim. Like a burrito? You wrap yourself like that in a burrito? Isn't that funny how some... Well, because I think some people are more movie than other people. I think we must be movie because we... it's usually kind of a mess in the morning. That's a good question. Are your sheets all rumply in the morning? I have these pretty sheets that I got from, 1, 2, 3, sorry, A Natural Life. I just love them because, no, I like to tuck my blankets around my feet before I go to sleep because then they're warm in the winter. I don't know, there's something about that for me. Almost done, you guys. This one I'm probably going to need more floss because somehow I didn't do this one over here. I don't know. Who knows how that happened? Not like a burrito. Okay. No, because that would make me feel a little claustrophobic, I think. Rolled up in a blanket. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to move my arms and legs. I like this color combo. I'm feeling like I might use this for something else. I don't know. Don't you love when you come across a color combo that you like? I always feel like, oh, I need to kind of remember that. I've been known to just take pictures of things that in color combos that I like. Oops, sorry. Everybody take a drink. You know, just out and about. Take pictures of things that are colors that I'm like, oh, that's a nice combo. Like, what's your favorite color combo? I have two. I have two favorites. I like orange, pink, and yellow. I love that combo. And I like purple, blue, and pink, or purple, blue, and green. Like a combo of those two. How about you? What's your favorite combo? Last French knot. I think I'm going to start this and go till the thread ends, and I don't think it will be much. It's the greatest feeling when you're almost to the end, isn't it? Like, it's the greatest feeling, like such a sense of accomplishment, but also like, oh, sorry, old friend. We will have to part ways now. I'll have to find somebody else to spend my time with. But I do want to finish that wheat, because then I want to sew it into a pillow. Oops, that's a sign. We have this new soda place by us called Swig, and I am here to tell you that it's right on the corner by the grocery store, not very far from me. No, morning, noon, and night. It has lines. It's brand new. It just opened like this past week. Morning, noon, and night, the line is at least 20 cars deep. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. So I have not been there, because, you know, not very many things are worth that to me. Are worth a long, long wait. So it's this place that does soda, and you mix lots of different things. I'm not a huge soda person anymore. I used to be a Diet Coke fiend, but one day I just woke up and said, I don't want to do that anymore. And I didn't. And I've never drank a Diet Coke since. Every now and again I'll have a Sprite or a regular Coke if I need like a little boost, but not very often. How about you? Are you a soda person? Are you not a soda person? Would you wait in a long, long line for a soda? I'm not an impatient person, but I've got to really want whatever that is. So I'll just wait for the newness to die down and go. They have all these different things that you can add in your soda, different flavors and different combinations. So it's supposed to be fun. Oh, cream soda. Well, when I'm back home in Michigan, I get a Faygo Rock and Rye, which is, I think, like a kind of cream soda. I don't know. I just have always, it's just Rock and Rye. I don't know really what's in it, but it's delicious. But I only have them when I'm back at my dad's. And I usually buy 2 for the days that I'm there, and I just kind of, I like bottles with a lid, a screw-on lid, because then you can just drink a little bit and then, you know. I know it's kind of funny, isn't it? Not a big, because I drink it so much. And now, well, I just drink water with those Salud, what kind of flavor packets, or just plain water. Oh my gosh, you guys, 2 stitches, 1, 2, ta-da, dun, dun, dun. Stop it. I love it so much. See, I don't like a sparkly, I don't like bubbly water. Just plain old regular water. And I have never tried kombucha. What kind of soda do you like, Brenda? So you would probably like that place by my house. Would you wait in the long, long line? Or would you wait for the hype to die down? You guys, look at it. I'm so happy. It's not unfortunate if you know, if that's what makes you happy. I was a fiend. No judgment from me, sister. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I can't wait to go rinse off the stabilizer and give it a press. Love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Well, it is past time to say goodbye because, you know, are you surprised to know that my report cards talked about my chattiness? I bet you're not. Coke, pepper and Sprite. You would not wait in line. Have you? I like Dr. Pepper. And I like a Coke. I like an icy cold Coke sometimes. At Christmas time, there was a Shirley Temple 7-Up. And can I tell you, I never found it. Those new flavory things, I never found it. Like usually like a gas station or a truck stop, those kinds of places have like those unusual kinds of soda because they have like big cases of all different kinds of soda. Nothing. I thought I would really like it too, but no. Anywho, I will see you next Wednesday. And that's right before my retreat. So I will be looking for some calm. Looking for some calm before the craziness of that starts. So go out and make it a wonderful Wednesday. Stitch something if you're feeling a little stressed because it just totally like chills me out. I love it so much. Anyway, go out and make it a wonderful Wednesday. And thank you ever so much for just choosing to hang with me. It means the world. Bye, everybody. I'll see you either tomorrow in Pop and Paint Party, which you should probably come because it's National Handwriting Day, and we're going to do something fun with our handwriting. And if you're not a art journaler, then you can just have a piece of paper. It's I promise, it's super fun. You'll want to try it. Anyway, I adore you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.